guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things I wish I knew before I started training at the gym. And I thought it would be really fun to do this video because there are so many things that I wish I knew before starting training that I feel like would have made my life so much easier or would have helped me so much more. So that's why I've decided to make this video today. So number 1 is know your why. So what I mean by this is, why are you going to start training? What is driving you to start your training? Why do you want to make this change? Why do you want to create this habit? Because it's really important to have this very personal why, because this is going to help you stay disciplined when you're not feeling the most motivated, and it's also going to be able to make any goals that you're wanting to achieve in the future very clear. It's going to help keep you on track. And also, whenever you're feeling a bit lost, because we all have bad days or bad periods where you feel like when you're training that you're not going anywhere, or your training might plateau, or you lose sight of why you started training in the first place. Knowing your why and why you're wanting to do this and achieve what you want to achieve is really going to be important to helping you stay on track with where you want to go and what changes you want to make in your life. I think it's also really important for me to mention that your why can actually change or evolve over time. My why when I first started training at the gym was that I wanted to improve my health and fitness and my strength and endurance and all of it for my sport. My why now is because I am preparing to compete at some point in the future. I want to be ready to handle that. I want to be a high-level athlete, therefore I want to train like one. My why is deeply rooted to who I am. I am an equestrian athlete. These are the goals that I want to achieve. This goes hand in hand with that, so that why is really deeply important to me. We train our horses like they're athletes, therefore I must be one as well. And so my why is deeply important to me for where I want to go in the future, so that's what helps keep me motivated and disciplined and on track. Your why can be anything from wanting to feel better about yourself, wanting to just start something new, wanting to make new friends, you meet so many new people. So your why can literally be anything as long as it's important to you. If it matters to you, you're more likely to stick to it. That's why this is so important, and I wish I was told this at the start, because when I first started training I was kind of like, oh yeah, I should go to the gym, because I thought, you know, if I'm an equestrian athlete, that's just what you do, you know, you train. There was no personal reason that mattered to me. Now that I've made it really personal to me and where I want to go and my future, it matters a lot to me, and so I stay dedicated to my training because it means something to me. Number 2, keep things simple. You do not need to go into the gym when you've never been before, or any kind of training, full guns blazing, full steam ahead. Let's do everything really hardcore. You don't need to do that. I wish someone had told me that, because I literally ripped into it, and I don't regret it because I learned a lot from it, but you don't need to do that. Keep things simple. Start off small. Introduce everything to yourself slowly, and don't put pressure on yourself if you don't know how to do everything yet, because that will come with time, and it will come as you get more comfortable at the gym, and everything will work out. You just need to give it the time to do so. Basic training with simple structured workouts are way more effective and are so highly underrated that it's not even funny. It also gives you the opportunity to work on your technique. Now this is extremely important, because especially if your goals are that you want to do strength training, or if you want to lift heavy weights, technique over weight, form over weight always comes first. Every single PT or bodybuilder or powerlifter or anyone involved in the fitness community will tell you form over weight. You have to get your technique and your form down first, so that way you can safely lift heavier weights. So if your goal is to lift heavier weights, or if that's something that you're really interested in, make sure you take the time to structure your workouts simply. Take the time to learn the technique properly, because this will prevent injury down the track, and will also enable you to reach your goals of being able to lift heavier weights much faster. You know, maybe not at first, but definitely, you know, there's a little bit of patience involved. You know, you've got to take your time and then work your way up to it. So I wish someone had told me that, because I kind of went straight in and I was like, woo, let's go. And you know, I wish someone had told me that. Number 3, this is probably the most important one that I could tell you, is that comparison kills progress. You are no one else, and no one else is you. So please don't compare yourself to other people who are in the gym or other people you see on Instagram, because everybody is different, and everybody has to take their time to approach things differently. Nobody's body looks the same, and there is no one size fits all, you know. What works for you is not necessarily going to work for someone else, and vice versa. What works for other people may not work for you. I have found that a lot with my training, and I'm now training in a way that very much suits my body type, very much suits my goals, and I wish someone had told me that, because when I first started going to the gym, I thought I felt really overwhelmed. I thought, oh my god, look at all these amazing people, look at what they're doing, they're lifting such heavy weights and they look amazing and they're all toned and beautiful and gorgeous, and like, oh my god, I'm not at that point yet, you know. And I put a lot of pressure on myself in that way, and I really wish that I hadn't, and I wish someone told me that that doesn't matter. And also, you know, I thought that in order to be lean and toned, that I needed to do all of this cardio, and that lifting heavy weights was going to make me look like the She-Hulk, and that lifting heavy weights was going to pack on all this muscle, and that is 100% false. So lifting heavy weights does not mean that you're going to become a bodybuilder. I wish someone had told me that as well. And I think it's really fun that you get to explore what works for you. For example, what works for me in my training is a good mix of muscular endurance based training and also a bit of cardio mixed in here and there. The only exercise that I do at a heavier weight is the leg press. With basically everything else, I train high volume, low weight. So basically this means that I do a higher number of sets or a higher number of reps, and I do a much lower weight. I wish someone had sat me down and said, relax, you need to train for you, and that you need to not compare yourself to anyone else. And I know we can all fall into that trap on Instagram, because Instagram is a highlight reel. You are beautiful and amazing and strong and incredible in your own way. You don't need to be anybody else but yourself. So please remember that. Number 4 is a quick one. Ask for help if you need it. If you have no idea how to do something or don't know how to use a piece of equipment at the gym, please ask someone, whether it be a PT or someone at reception or anyone at the gym. Please ask. There is this distinct example that I remember. I would have been like 16, I think, and I ventured out of the women's section and actually out onto the proper gym floor that was downstairs, that had all the squat rigs and everything set up with all the free weights. And I had no idea how to get one of the benches to lie down flat, horizontal it was, in a sitting upright position. And I remember struggling with it for ages, and some lovely person came over and actually gave me a hand, and I was so embarrassed. But like, if you're ever in that kind of situation, ask someone. And he was so lovely and he was so helpful to me, and it made me feel a lot better and a lot more comfortable. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I should have asked for help. Trust me, there is no such thing as a stupid question. We all have to start somewhere, and everyone you see at the gym was at one point in your shoes and in your position. So please ask for help. No one is going to get upset with you, and if they are, then they are not a nice person, and please don't let that influence how you approach other people, because speaking on behalf of everyone, most of us are more than happy to help you. So please ask for help if you need it. And last but not least, number 5 is discipline over motivation. There are going to be days where you are not going to feel motivated at all to go to the gym or to eat healthy or any of it, and this is where discipline is going to help keep you on track. This is really important, because on these bad days or in these bad periods where you don't want to train, or if you don't want to eat healthy and you just want to, you kind of drop the ball a little bit, discipline is what's going to get you through that. This is where you need to push harder, and you just need to sometimes just go, say to yourself, you know what, just go and do it, and you will 100% feel better after you have gone and done it, because you feel like you've achieved something, and you, even though you may not have wanted to do it in the first place, you will get that rush of endorphins, and you will feel proud that you actually made yourself go. This discipline is what is going to get you the results that you want. You need to stick to it. Another thing that I think I should probably mention here as well is that when you first start going to the gym, I'm not going to lie, when you train, it is probably going to hurt. This is known as DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. This is 100% normal. We all feel it when we first start training, and it's something that I don't want you to be discouraged by. It will get better, trust me. If you are a little bit sore when you first start out, take it easy on yourself. Rest as much as you need, because rest is so important, but then stick with it. Even if it means you go to the gym and you walk on the treadmill or on the bike for half an hour, just make sure you go so that you get into that habit, because this is what is going to help you down the track to help you progress. This again kind of ties in with my first one, which was know your why. If you know your why, it is going to be much simpler. I don't want to say easier because sometimes it's not easier, but it's going to help you make the decision to be disciplined if you know your why and if your why really, really matters to you. So this is where these two tie in a little bit, and you've got to make sure that you have fun with it. So I wish someone told me that you need to be disciplined and that you can't, just fluff around and just expect things to go your way, discipline. Discipline, that's all I have to say. So as a recap, number one, know your why. This is really important because this is what is going to keep you on track so that you can achieve the results that you want. Number two, keep it simple. You do not need to be a professional at the start. No one is. Just take it easy on yourself and let yourself build confidence over time. Number three, comparison kills progress. No one else is you and you are no one else. It is not one size fits all. Take the time to learn what works best for you and just see where it goes from there and enjoy it. Number four, ask for help when you need it. This is really important because I'm sure there are many people at the gym, PTs, receptionists, everyone, who would be more than happy to help you because we've all been in that position before where we've needed help. I still ask for help if I need help, so this is really, really important. Number five, discipline over motivation. This is really important because this is what's going to get you the results that you want. We all have bad days, we all have bad periods of time where we're not feeling like it, but this is where you've got to dig deep and push hard because this is what's going to get you the results that you want. And this is where knowing your why is going to matter most, because knowing your why is going to keep you disciplined. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful if you are thinking of starting the gym, especially now that we're coming out of lockdown, or even doing at-home training. I hope this was helpful or that you took something away from it or just enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. I am posting every week on Wednesday, so I will see you guys next week. Have an amazing weekend. Bye!